Oh my days, what is up, people? Welcome back to another CS News episode. Of course, we're recapping Vitality versus Falcons, and Blast Rivals Season 1 was absolutely amazing. All of these guys out there playing CS week in and week out, and at least we get a grand finals that was great yet again. And a rematch, of course, from Melbourne last week. We talked about this, one of the best CS series we have seen in a long time. So what did you guys think about Falcons versus Vitality? Who were you surprised by? Who were you disappointed by? Who were you excited for in all of this? And for me, okay, this might be a sleeper piece out there. Tesses has earned his freaking spot, okay? If Falcons go through this major and they place well and still replace this guy, I'm going to be a bit upset because I think it was like round 10, map 1, a 2v4 4K out of Tesses. This man is a clutch king.
I said him and him alone, and he gets 3.5 on the holds. Apex serves up a distraction. Flamesy delivers. We go 10 seconds on this. Tesses gets charged down, and so he still has just enough time to plant. ZywOo, with an uncharacteristic Hail Mary, comes charging forward, can't finish the kill, and so we've got a post-plant here for the Danes of Team Falcons. Deep angle denied! Shot from Tesses, clean as hell, and that's 3 to his name. Oh, a fourth right with it! Huge on the T-sides, we said. There he is for 12.
The first team in the last 13 games now to be able to take them past double digits now on map point. Off the back of this play, it is not every day that you see ZywOo get caught off guard like that, but it's a fake plant at 11 seconds. When he's getting rushed down, ZywOo's mine. There's 3 players up. I can rush him if he has to plant again.
And then not only that, but Falcons end map 1 on pistols. And I believe they also ended Vitality's lengthy streak. I saw 13 Inferno wins in a row. I also saw 16 wins in a row. They end their streak with a win on pistols, and they take Vitality's map pick number 1. And you're thinking, oh, this could actually go their way.
No more smokes, and it's a little bit early in the round.
I mean, you can see this duel coming from a mile away. Nico's still in the corner if Flamesy's not cautious, and he steps into this.
No one's coming to help him yet.
That could have been his death. Instead, he reels back slightly.
He has a molly for Grill. He can interrupt the plant as the rotation comes in, but this looks like it will be a full-on retake.
Falcons have sensed blood in the water, and so that second kit of utility rotates over on the belt of ZywOo.
And they won't even use it.
CT smoke soon to fade. There's no grenades here for Team Falcons. There's 2 pistol players, and those pistol players could set up Monosy to go big inside of the church. Flamesy awaits this approach, kicks in, and Tesses with pistols alone start to get this done. And then suddenly ZywOo's got his response back. Now it's the rifles that remain here for Falcons. One of them tucked up close, the other over on second orange. Timing is key, and he nails it. So what?
That is until map 2, and that is, of course, Falcons' pick. And then Vitality take that with one of the most insane clutches from Apex, but also the .01 left on the defuse, and some screens showing .00. Shout out Subtick. One of the craziest plays we saw throughout the entire tournament, and it's the old man.
AK in hand, you've got 3 more players. Missed shot from Monosy.
What a shot.
Picked up by Magus. Apex slips up, hits the headshot on the 1.
He's going for the knife.
2 seconds, knifes out, can't kill him. Gets it, and now that bomb pops. Vitality, just barely.
Last possible frame, and he gets that wild knife kill in the smoke. Oh, he's...
Then map 3, yeah, that was all Vitality, whatever. Map 4, it is a back and forth. I think it was Vitality who stole round 2 because Falcons was dominating pistols, but then vice versa, flip it in round 8. Falcons was stealing that rounds. So a lot of back and forth ecos or force-ups that were stealing rounds in this series, especially on map 4.
Got pistol, you lose to the force. That close palace play works. Nico has lost track of Flamesy, obviously still thinking about the possibility, but then, oh, what a perfect wrap back around.
Wow.
Flamesy just sticks the barrel to the back of Nico, who was worried about exactly that, but he thought maybe he'd play inside the smoke, hide in a corner.
He also had to watch the whole site at the same time, so, oh man, that is so frustrating and actually amazing for Flamesy to do this. But as he brought up, you can win as many pistols as you want, but it's really about those conversions. Vitality steal this away entirely.
And all the other conversions honestly, were good.
They had a ram smoke. It was 3 players in the site, 2 players on the other side of the map. It wasn't a full-on stack here over on A.
I think if you were to ask Apex, he'd have other ideas.
What if you asked Nico?
He would also say this will be lopsided.
I'm the only unbiased person here.
I was thinking about that, watching the KRL pop-offs. We obviously have the co-streams in the studio for this event, trying to big up the whole rivalry element of the show. There's no crowd, Monosy. There's no crowd to help you. There are people cheering at home. I don't deny that.
Real Monosy fans watch the demos.
At the end of the day, I was like, what would it be like to be KRL where you can just scream 100% bias? Uh-oh. Hang on. Was that trying to play for info or trying to tell us what was about to go down? Because with a Glock and no armor, Monosy has suddenly put 2 M4s in the hands of Falcons.
We're talking no armor on this.
We're talking nothing on this. They limp into this round with Glocks. Monosy lets us know, alludes to the success he's gonna find, and pulls that out of the hat. Double market retake. Match is making the best of the M4. Now they've got to come in from one direction. This is the round that they had no business winning. The most lopsided in all of the buys. And of all the rounds we've witnessed, this is his.
And that's
Monosy with the double Glock entry.
He took his time. That's why he took his time.
But Falcons round 8 was crazy because I think it was pistols and no armor. People had to point that out. And then round 20 was just absolutely insane.
Vitality slept through their alarm on this game.
Just no control of the situation in the first half. You'd think so many mistakes would cost you. Desert Eagles surround you. Do they come away with kills? Monosy won. And the others dropped with nothing, but Kixan activates while the nades are in hand. m0nesy finds Sanctuary in the corner of Con. He's got to try to push that bomb up. Great spam damage coming at him. And now the off picked up. Kixan's going to try to get it going.
Oh, hit that shot.
Bomb plant on default, safe. m0nesy coming up low, and his head gets popped. It's a triple here from Kixan. Killer calls and a convincing fashion to try to close this. As you've got Rops stuck along the wall, he feels like he is stuck in with them, and the trade frag looks likely. But 11 health on Magisk as he sits on that angle and waits. And Rops feels squeezed for the win and a chance on nuke. Magic's crosses. And still those shots whiz by. Rops, cold as ice, just welcomes him in. And a 10-second defuse to stick this down to the final seconds. Do we go again?
Oh, it blows up. Rob's just...
And then after all of this, okay, there's like no way you see it again, right? There's just simply no way. The fact that it's not a map 5, it is, but it's not the series in contention. But just like Melbourne, when we had 6 match points that, of course, Nico and Falcons could have closed out on nuke, well, they almost blow it again on Mirage because they had a 12-3 lead. Yeah, 12-3, 9 match points, and this game goes to freaking overtime. I was in the kitchen the whole time. I was like, no way, right? It's 12-3, then it's 12-7, then it's 12-9, and I'm like, holy crap, Falcons are actually choking again. Just to then win it in overtime and force another amazing game 5, and it comes down to a M0nesy 1v2, by the way, which that second shot is one of the craziest. I mean, it is. I'm a casual player, okay? I know some of you guys are like, of course you would pre-fire that, man. Maybe he saw him, whatever. It's a good spot. Dude, as a casual CS enjoyer, these are the moments that I'm just like, this is Counterstrike greatness right here.
Okay. And as he does, 2 bodies drop. Zywoo now the next. Kixan tries to press his issue into the likes of Apex, reads it, but can't stop him. And so M0nesy, again and again and again, has to be the key. He could be 11th chance to close this.
He could jump across, walk right into
Okay! The one-man army!
And at this point, you're thinking, we're set for a freaking masterpiece of a series. No, not so much. We're going to nuke. I mean, honestly, going to the nuke, I was like, dude, think about this redemption arc right now, okay? You got G2 Nico, you got Falcons Nico, a couple Deagle chokes. We're going back to nuke. Imagine, just imagine he had his redemption arc and ended this series with a Deagle clip or Deagle clutch. I would have been like, that's just storyline greatness. That was not what happened. It was all vitality. They start on their T side. They dominate that. I think they got 7 rounds on T side, and it was pretty much, and then I think they won pistol, which Falcons have been dominating pistols throughout the series. So once they took pistol, that being vitality on their CT side, this series was pretty much over. And they go on to win their 25th series in a row, which somehow people are debating the greatness of that. I'm not going to dive into it, whether it's best of ones, best of threes, best of fives. I don't give a frick. 25 series wins in a row. They are the most dominant team in the world right now, and you could argue it's not that close outside of a couple of teams. What Vitality are doing, 5 trophies already this year. Holy frick.
M0nesy off the site again. Rock solid anchors. Rock solid Vitality. They pull it off again. 100 days since their last loss. And a win streak that won't just go one step further, but rather one that'll cross yet another continent.
So I'm really enjoying CS right now. Hey, if you're a French fan, you might not want to hear this. I wouldn't mind seeing Vitality lose. All right, I'll say it. Okay. Just like when Astralis was doing it, just like when Navi was doing it for a short period of time. There's not been a team in a long time who has done it 25 series in a row. So I wouldn't mind seeing someone else pop up and say, hey, we can take you out of the major too. Otherwise, right now, you're like, oh my God, Vitality might just take everything. They are looking so good right now. But I would love to see some closer competition from some other teams out there too. What do you guys think? That was Blast Rivals. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Thank you all for subbing and being here. I'll hopefully see you back here tomorrow with some crazy news. If not, it'll be the day after that. So I'm going to go enjoy my breakfast. You guys should do the same, and I'll see you back here soon. Take care.